DHS is allegedly looking into arresting members of Congress who were showing up for their legal and constitutional obligation to conduct oversight. If anyone's breaking the law in this situation, it's not members of Congress, it's the Department of Homeland Security. It's people like Tom Homan and Secretary Kristi Noem. You lay a finger on someone, on Representative Bonnie Watson Coleman, on Representative, or any of the representatives that were there, you lay a finger on them, we are going to have a problem.
Border Czar Tom Homan joins me. Good evening, sir. And since you were named in that, your thoughts on what Congressman AOC says that, about you and whether or not if you lay a finger on, or maybe you can tell me whether arrests are likely. What can you give me an update?
Well, first of all, I am extremely intimidated. Wow. Look, she's foolish. Bottom line is, as she's been yelling and screaming for the last 4 years, no one's above the law, including members of Congress. I've said from day one, you cannot support ICE. Shame on you, but you can do that. You can protest against ICE. Okay, I disagree with you, but you can do that. But you can't cross the line. You can't cross the line of impediment. You can't cross the line of knowing and harboring or concealing an illegal alien. And you certainly can't trespass on the ICE detention facilities. And you can't violate the law. So when you cross that line, we'll ask the Attorney General to prosecute, and that's what we're doing.
And has there been a response from Attorney General Pam Bondi? Is she looking into it? Is it likely? Can you give me the latest on that?
I can tell you that. I can tell you there's lots of video being reviewed. There are statements being taken from witnesses. So we'll see where the investigation leads. Wherever the investigation leads, that's what we decide what to do. But, you know, Alina Habba will make the ultimate decision if anybody more is going to be prosecuted. I've seen the videos, and I think the Congress people that were there were extremely unprofessional. This is a facility. They've been screaming and yelling. We demand due process. We demand due process for illegal alien gang members, terrorists. And here's a facility that gives them that due process, and they want to shut it down. They want to prevent ICE from operating that facility. And when you force your way in a facility, when you cause chaos like this, it puts the officers at risk, the unarmed employees at risk. We got some bad people in that facility, and we got to maintain maximum security of that facility. So what happened there is extremely unprofessional by the part of the protesters and the members of Congress. And we'll see when the investigation comes out. If there's going to be additional criminal charges, not my decision. That will be all up to Alina Habba.
All right, give me sort of an overview since January 20th, what the progress has been in your office or Department of Homeland Security in removing people illegally in this country. Do you have any numbers or any thoughts about it?
Well, look, I was looking at the numbers this morning. ICE interior arrests are around 80,000. Total deportations around 182,000. So the rest of criminals inside the United States by ICE is about 3 times higher than the same time period under Joe Biden. So, first of all, the border is the most secure border in the history of the nation today. Data proves it, the most secure border in the history of this nation today. So the border is tightly secured. Interior enforcement operations, the numbers are good, about 3 times higher of criminals than Joe Biden during the same time frame. I'm happy with the numbers, but I'm not satisfied. We have many more criminal aliens walking the streets of this country we need to locate and find. We need more teams. We need more beds. We need more transportation contracts. And that's why I'm hoping Congress will come through with a budget so ICE can have more money to do more things so we can keep the president's promise to the American people on running this deportation operation. It's going great so far, but we need more money to do more.
People think news just happens. It doesn't. It happens because there's someone there to capture the moment, to explain it and share it. That's my job. I go where news breaks and give you the facts. Join me for The Record on Newsmax.